Hey there, my name is John Siskovich. I have a farm in Western Connecticut and I raise birds out on grass, and I love every second of it. Well, most of the seconds of it. There's some days, come on now. But as I sit out here, I take a lot of photos and video, and that's one of the key differentiators that you can use when you are trying to sell your pasture-raised eggs or meat, and let's talk about that in today's video. So the biggest lie in product marketing is all natural. What does all natural mean? I can sell you an all natural turd that I just shot out and it's still a turd, you know? All natural means nothing. And the big guys, the people selling food at a larger scale than probably you or I, are capitalizing on the fact that they're greenwashing their products by the fact that there's a growth in the industry, sustainable agriculture, pasture-based models, small-scale farms that are doing more for regenerative and sustainable practices than that maybe they are. They're just capitalizing on these cottage industries and using that in their marketing all too cleverly. Because if you think about your average consumers at a grocery store, they're gonna see the label, they're gonna make a judgment, they're gonna say all natural, oh, it's gotta be all natural, and they're just gonna grab it and go because they gotta go to soccer practice, they gotta go here, there, whatever, or they just had a long day at work and they just don't care and they just want the one that looks pretty good, and you know, who has time to do research anyways? Now, as you get yourself in front of customers, it is very frustrating, can be very frustrating to try to compete with USDA organic or all natural, or there is a lot to organic. I just tripped up a little bit, and let me put that that in there, that there's large scale organic, and then there's people who are my scale and bigger, smaller, who are actually organic and doing good things, but that organic label has been muddied a little bit, and that's terrible, but that's the point of this video today. So you can go down the list of all the things that you've seen at the store and how do you differentiate yourself. And for me, one of the things that has been very beneficial has been transparency. I get farm tours every weekend, I take pictures, I share photos, I have videos. Obviously I have this channel, and I've gotten a few customers out of Farm Marketing Solutions who come and just buy my chicken because they like the way I talk about it on the internets. But getting comfortable in having a smartphone where you can take photos, put them up on Instagram, put them up on social media. Even just if you're not good with social media, there's this old school thing called a printer, apparently, I don't know, I've heard of them, where you take your photos down to CVS and you get them printed out and you bring fresh photos to the farmer's market week to week, put them in a nice frame, have a couple photos to swap out, and show people that what you're doing is actually what you're doing. Have pictures of you doing it. Have somebody else take a picture. If you don't feel like you're the best photographer in the world, it doesn't matter. The fact is, you need to start taking photographs and sharing them, because that is your labeling. That's how you differentiate yourself, is by sharing your story, having either people come to your farm or being able to show people your farm if they're not able to make it out. The other thing you can do is find somebody who's a photographer, put an ad out, put a sign out at your farmer's market table, and say you're looking for a professional photographer, and have them come and take 20 photos, 30 photos, 100 photos, I don't care. Have them hang out in your farm, give them a couple of chickens for the effort, and then you don't have to shoot the photos yourself, but you can include them in your email newsletter, you can include them in your social media, you can put them on your website, and professionally shot photos are just such a benefit to have. I do a lot of the product photography for our brewery and the farm because I used to work as a photographer. I got a fancy camera, it really sets me up well for being a YouTube nerd, it is just done it, you know, food porn sells, you know, like porn is half the internet or more, and food porn is just another version of that. Sorry to like take it in that weird direction, but this is, you know, cute things sell, delicious things sell that make people want to eat stuff. Transparency sells for the people who just don't believe in the big system. Show them the small system, show how the small system works. It will work to your benefit not only in selling more product, but when you come into a hurdle and something goes wrong on your farm, you'll be able to more clearly articulate that story and why you may have fallen behind or have excess or whatever in your production, because people have more of a connection to you. It's relationship marketing. Relationship marketing through your transparency. So this is the last video this week where I'm talking about a little business and marketing stuff, a little bit of politics taking on the big conventional ag. I brought it up because in Pasture Poultry Packet number 2, which these videos hopefully live on forever, I have a really funny drawing of a chicken with the nose on there. And look at that, all natural. It was a big turd. It's the poop emoji. In the back section of this book, this is Grass-Fed Marketing Grass-Fed Chicken and Eggs. There are infographics that you can copy, print out, you can make your own versions of. I really don't care as long as it benefits you and your farm and your business. What I wanted to put together with this book is explaining all the marketing philosophies, explaining some case studies from things that I've done that have worked in the past, how-tos where I'm not just saying, oh, you could, just do this. It's how exactly I've done it in the past and you can replicate that. Ways to shape your brand voice and image. And then in the back, there are 50 pages, over 50 pages where I've created these infographics. I did all the drawings, I've lined them all out, and then I use them with my customers throughout the years to show them, have these conversations, talk about brand labeling, transparency, how much space a chicken has, cold packing chickens, chicken politics, chicken recipes, all these things that I put out on my farmer's market table. If they worked, then they went in the book. If they fell flat on their face, then I got rid of it. But they're all infographics that I put together because I've had conversation with people, with customers, and it has helped build my chicken sales. If you want your copy of this book, you can go to farmmarketingsolutions.com/store. And for now, I have to get back to the day job of raising chickens, weeding hops, and doing all the other things I gotta do. I actually have to go to our tasting room now and tractor a container of bottles that have been aging for a year or two so that we can label them and get them up for sale in our tasting room, which is that's exciting. It's part of my day. I hope you have an awesome day, whatever you're doing. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. I have to go find my dog as well. I got a lot going on. I guess I'll see you guys out in the field or soon. Or I have a tagline. That was the tagline. Botched ending. Either way, enjoy yourself. Okay, bye. This is weird. I don't know what that was. Sitting in a chicken tractor reading books. How do you market your, will you stop pecking at the tripod, please? This is the benefit of working with birds. Do I say benefit? Yeah, because it keeps me entertained. Anyways.